The midnight hour. They say it's when the veil between worlds is at its thinnest. For me, it's just another shift. The city sleeps, but I'm here, a lone voice cutting through the static, a companion for the sleepless, the lonely, the lost. Static crackles softly. Good evening, night owls. You're tuned into Whispers in the Dark with your host, Alex. The lines are open, the coffee is hot, and the moon is our only witness. Tonight, let's talk about echoes. Not just the sounds that bounce off walls, but the echoes of our past, the moments that linger. Have you ever felt a memory so strongly, it was like you were living it all over again? Give me a call. Let's wander down those moonlit corridors together. A moment of silence, only the low hum of equipment. It started subtly. A flicker in the corner of my eye, a hum beneath the records. I'd been doing this late-night gig for 3 years. You get used to the solitude, the way the building groans and settles. You even start to find comfort in it. But this was different. It felt intrusive. The first time I heard it, I almost missed it. A whisper, tangled in the static between a caller's goodbye and the next track. It sounded like a breath, a cold breath, right in my ear. I checked the equipment, ran diagnostics. Nothing, just a ghost in the machine, I told myself. A figment of a sleep-deprived imagination. Sound of a needle dropping on a vinyl record, followed by soft, melancholic music, but it kept happening. Night after night, the whispers grew clearer, weaving themselves into the fabric of my broadcast. They weren't just random sounds anymore, they were words, fragmented sentences. Don single quotes T dot 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 turn dot 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 double quotes, it would say. He's listening dot dot dot. My callers noticed it too. Hey Alex, one said, what was that weird noise? Sounded like someone was in the studio with you. I'd laugh it off, blame it on old wiring, on the ancient soul of this building. But the laughter felt hollow, a flimsy shield against a creeping dread that was starting to feel all too real. The voices began to talk about things they couldn't possibly know. They mentioned the name of my childhood dog, a secret I'd never shared with anyone. They whispered the last words my father said to me before he passed. It was like they were peeling back the layers of my mind, exposing every hidden fear, every buried memory. I was no longer the host, I was the subject. I became obsessed. I spent my days poring over old schematics of the station, reading about paranormal radio phenomena, electronic voice phenomenon. I lined the studio walls with acoustic foam, hoping to block out any stray signals. But the voices weren't coming from outside. They were coming from inside the broadcast, from inside the static. One night, the fear turned into a chilling premonition. A voice, clearer than ever before, cut through a song. The bridge on Elm Street, it rasped, the blue sedan. Don't let her cross, my blood ran cold. My sister, Sarah, she drove a blue sedan. She took Elm Street home from her late shift at the hospital. My hands trembled as I fumbled for my phone. I cut the broadcast mid-song, the silence screaming in my ears. Sarah, it's me, don't ask why, just ... Take the long way home tonight, avoid Elm Street, please, she argued, called me crazy, said I was working till late. But she listened. The next morning, the news was all over it. A multi-car pileup on the Elm Street bridge. A tanker truck had jackknifed on a patch of black ice, right where she would have been, right at that exact time. The voices had saved her, but how and why? Was I losing my mind, or was I a conduit for something else? The relief of my sister's safety was quickly swallowed by a suffocating terror. This wasn't just whispers anymore. This was a power I couldn't comprehend, and it had chosen me. Sleep became a luxury I couldn't afford. The studio became my prison and my sanctuary. I stopped playing music. I stopped taking calls. The show was just me, hunched over the console, my ear pressed to the speaker, waiting, listening, pleading for answers. Who are you? I would whisper into the microphone, my voice hoarse. What do you want from me? And the static would whisper back, a collage of voices weaving a tapestry of future events. A stock market crash, a freak weather event. Small, personal tragedies of people I'd never met. I was a prophet of the airwaves, a Cassandra trapped in a soundproof room, screaming warnings that no one but me could truly understand. The face in the mirror became a stranger. Dark circles hollowed out my eyes. My reflection in the studio glass seemed to distort, to flicker. Sometimes, for a split second, I'd see another figure standing behind me, a ghostly silhouette against the blinking lights of the console. But when I'd spin around, there was nothing. Only empty air and the constant, maddening hum. Tonight feels different. The air in the studio is heavy, electric. The static isn't just a whisper, it's a roar. A storm of voices, all clamoring at once, speaking over each other. But through the chaos, one voice is beginning to emerge. It's calm, it's familiar, it's mine. I tried to warn you, my own voice says, echoing from the speakers, distorted and laced with an ethereal sorrow. I'm sorry, I tried so many times. What? What does he mean? Who is he? It sounds like me, but it's not me. It's broken, desperate. Tonight is the night. The voice continues, the static crackling around it like fire. The power surge, the frayed cable behind the main console. You never saw it. My eyes dart to the panel behind the console. A wire, its casing stripped, is sparking faintly, just inches from a metal conduit. I've been trying to reach you, my voice from the radio says, a desperate echo from another place, across the static, across the silence. I'm the ghost in your machine, Alex. I'm the echo of the man who didn't make it out of this room tonight. My heart stops. The lights flicker violently. The studio is plunged into darkness, the only light coming from the sparking wire. And in the reflection of the darkened broadcast window, I see him, standing right behind me. It's me. A translucent, flickering version of myself, his face etched with a grief I'm only just beginning to understand. He reaches out, not to me, but towards the microphone. The voice on the radio, my voice, speaks its final, chilling words. The midnight hour, they say it's when the veil is at its thinnest. For me, it's just another shift ... forever. A loud electrical surge, a final burst of static, then absolute silence. Thank you for watching this journey into the static. If you were captivated by this story, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content that explores the shadows, and ring that bell so you never miss a transmission. Let me know in the comments what you think the voice was trying to do. Until next time, listen closely to the silence. You never know who might be trying to speak to you. Stay safe.